Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, and we're here with a bonus episode because we completed the game. Kinda, sorta, last time. We got through the last competition and we completed all the other objectives in the game, with the exception of 100% goals and cash. So, I mean, I don't really want to go back through all the levels and pick up the floating dollar bills because it's not really worth my time. Not to mention that we've got $72,000 at our disposal to use, so we might as well blow our collective load and get some new moves that we can use, because today what we're going to do for this little bonus episode is we're going to go into the park editor thing and we're going to check out some of the pre-made parks that are in there and just kind of mess around on them. But I wanted to get some new moves that we can kind of test out in there because it's fun, so why not? We got an empty slot that we can use for some new specials, of which I'm going to ditch the dark slide and I'm going to get something a little bit different, which I kind of want to do this rocket tail slide. Why the hell not? We'll change the 1 foot smith to, ooh, how's about the big hitter? That one sounds pretty cool. We've got this 540 flip, but I want to get something else, of which it's totally going to be a laser flip. Laser flips are awesome. And then, just to add something new into the mix, we're going to do, for left and down, what can we find? Okay, yep, alright. All about the Christ Air. Dude, Christ Air is such a crazy move. Like, if I ever saw anybody actually do that, I'd probably just be like, ah! Like, literally, I would do that noise. I would go, ah! You know what I mean. It's, yeah, whatever. I'm working off of, like, 2 hours of sleep today. I virtually got fucking no sleep at all. I was actually at a, if you guys follow my Instagram account, or, you know, my Twitter account, then you know that I was at an all-women's music festival last night that a couple friends of mine have been putting on, and it's called Girlfest Northwest. It just kind of embraces the whole music scene that is in, you know, the Oregon and in Washington area for, you know, women musicians and whatnot. And so, alright, so this is what we're going to do. We got a whole bunch of pre-made parks here. I'll finish up the story in a second. So we got all these pre-made parks here, and there's just a shit. Oh my god, that's way more than I thought there was. Okay, we're not going to be able to do all of these in one episode, so we'll just, we're definitely going to do Pit of Death because it just sounds awesome. And they'll give you little, little previews of what they look like here. So they're all pretty cool again, and we'll do some test play stuff here. So why the hell not? Dun dun dun. But yeah, so I was at this festival, and not only was it inside, which is not what I was expecting, but it was inside in a building where there was no air conditioning, and there was one fan in the whole thing, and there were like a couple hundred people in there, so I'm just sitting here, you know, balls sweat a-sloshing, and it was the worst. Oh my god. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was fun. It was an awesome, awesome turnout, so I mean, it was definitely a success in its own right. Not to mention, we are getting up there right now. Okay, let's try some of these new specials. Alright, so we still have that. Whoa! Is that not one of the coolest moves in the world? I mean, holy shit. Okay, yep, that was the Pit of Death that we just went over there. So yeah, you can literally just go into a pit of spikes. Don't build this at home, which is why we didn't. Turn it up! Okay, what else is on this other side here? We got rails and shit. Nothing too crazy. It's a pretty run-of-the-mill park. Dude, I used to spend so much time in the Tony Hawk Park Editor, dude. It was crazy, especially when I had the PC version. So I'd come home from school just during the week, and I'd jump right in on that. And I had actually created some pretty wacky stuff. Oh, I gotta do that laser flip. Ha ha ha! Yes. I know it didn't look like anything crazy, but you see a guy do a laser flip in real life, and like that's some big stuff. Okay, let's try one of these grinds. Woo! A rocket tail slide. That's the shit right there. That's the big hitter. So outrageous, dude. That is a really, really hard thing to do. Okay, so yeah, we'll do like little glimpses into these things because I don't want this episode to be like 50 bajillion hours long. But yeah, dude, it was a crazy thing. Like, and it being the fact that this was an all women music festival, it was gonna be just it was like predetermined that we're gonna also do Mojo Jojo in the spirit of Powerpuff Girls, by the way, just because we're supposed to. I actually got that from the network. They're like, hey, fucking do that shit, even though I didn't get any message from anybody about that. But yeah, there was this one group, I don't remember what their name was, but they were like the most anti-men group I think I've ever heard in my life. And it was really funny because I'm there with Matt, and he's up at the front of the stage because he's doing like photography and you know, taking videos and stuff of this thing. And in one of the songs that they were doing, and they were kind of like a punk band, which was really weird because the girl that was the lead singer was like totally, I don't want, she wasn't like ditzy, so like that wouldn't be really the right term. But she was like, she didn't really look the part. Like, she looked like a girl that you would see at like a dance club that just had like some sort of weird edge to her or whatever. But she definitely, in one of these things, in one of her songs, she definitely said, and I quote, "I fucking hate men." And right as she said it, she looked over and looked Matt like right square in the face. It was so funny. He's like, "But I didn't do anything." Like, what the fuck was she so... Why was she looking at me? And I was like, probably just because you were the first dude that she saw. And so... that's just how it was going to happen. I think that no matter who was, you know, sitting there, you were going to, I mean, somebody was going to get it. And I'm just actually more happy that it was you because it made it even extra funny. Because she was quite the looker. Like, you know, she was obviously extremely lesbian. But she was probably one of the more attractive lesbians I think I've ever seen in this area. Because usually, in the state of Oregon, 9 times out of 10... when you find a lesbian girl, she looks like what you would prototypically think a lesbian girl would look like. She's, you know, she looks very, very dykish and looks pretty much like a dude. And her name's probably Lisa, and she probably sounds more like a man than I do. So that's kind of what I'm saying, you know. So that was Mojo Jojo. But yeah, dude, how are you gonna fucking say I fucking hate men and look Matt right in the face with like this absolute condemning, what are you doing so close to my fucking stage look. But other than that, like, it was a pretty cool show. Like, they had pretty much all different types of music going on. Ooh, West Side. Okay, we're gonna do that because I'm a West Sider, so it's gonna happen. Oh, actually, this one's kind of cool. I liked this one. This is kind of a fun little park. It's a little bit more normal, what you would kind of expect a park to look like. But yeah, they had this one girl. Oh my god, she was babe. Not only was she a really good singer, but she was also a really good piano player. And anybody that knows me knows that I am an absolute sucker for a girl that can play a piano. And she did. And she was also really good on an MPC, too. Like, she was making kind of like some hip-hop type beats, and kind of like some, I don't want to say like club music per se, but it was kind of like a little bit of like this dance electronica type of stuff going on. So you would totally hear that at a club somewhere. But it was awesome. Like, she did a really, really good job, and she also did a collaboration song with one of the, you know, bigger hip-hop artists in the Portland area, and it was really good. So it was pretty sick. But the headliner of the whole thing was this little tandem. Their name was it? I think it was Nika and what was it? I had to think of it for like a half an hour earlier this morning, so I couldn't think of it. It was like Nika and Kali or something like that, or Kala. Nika and Kala, I think is what it was. And one of them she was like a black girl, and she was the one that did like all the singing. And oh my god, that would hurt really bad. She did like all the singing and all the stuff on the keys. And then there was, I think it was Nika. She was the one that was doing. She was a rapper. but she was like the least assuming person that you would ever think would be a rapper. Like, she didn't look the part of a rapper at all. She kind of looked like more so like she would be in like a screamo band, realistically. And God, she was fucking good. And like, you already know that a show is going to be, or at least a set is going to be fucking awesome when you come out to a really sick cover of Dirty Diana by Michael Jackson. Like, when that happened, I was like, alright, you got my attention. And the girl that could sing, dude, she could fucking sing. I mean, there were at least like 2 or 3 different parts during that where I like put my hands over my head and I was like, what the fuck? Why isn't she on a label somewhere? Because she was insane. Like, she was better than a lot of singers. Like, if she went on that, what the fuck is it? That new singing show with like fucking Kesha and Ludacris and fucking Brad Paisley. I don't remember what the hell it is. It's like The Voice or something. No, it's not The Voice. Or is it? I don't know. It's the one where people interact and they vote, and then the screen goes up if you're good enough, and blah-bitty-blah-bitty foreskin. I don't remember which one it is. No! I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean it. I didn't. Oh, dude. Okay, so one of the funnier things during this show, was there was this kid, and I don't know if he had like some sort of complex or something, but I swear to Christ, he like the show started at 8. It started like right promptly at 8 o'clock, and he danced consistently, like without stopping, for like 4 hours. Like every single time I looked over at him, he was always dancing, just like nonstop. And I mean, he did not have good moves. Oh no. What the hell is too much Duhara? Too much Duhara! We're gonna see what that is, because I don't really know what that is. Or maybe it's just Dujara. Way too much Dujara. Damn, dude, this place is awesome. And we got a taxi. A Funbox taxi. Well, we'll check this one out. It sounds pretty cool. But yeah, dude, it was crazy. Like, he was just gyrating the fuck everywhere. To every genre of music. I mean, there was rap, there was hip-hop, there was, like, kind of like some pop type of thing. There was screamo. There was hard rock. There was, you know, like house slash dance. There was like folk rock. There was all sorts of crazy shit, and he was just down with all of it. He was just doing his thing to everything, and it was really funny because, you know, he was just going for it on everything. Like, he didn't even care. Like, even like, the funnier part is that, like, he didn't have any sort of rhythm whatsoever. He had absolutely nothing going on in that department at all. Like, he was just, it was like the same combination of moves just over and over again. Oh boy. 720 Christ Air, by the way. That actually happened. Man, that is a really, really big thing. That is a big-ass stairway. Let's see if we can get ourselves a big score here. I'll bet we can do it. Oh, no. Sure can't. Well, that was a pretty straightforward park. There's nothing too special about it. But, yeah, overall, it was really cool. Like, a couple of my friends that ran the show, they put a lot of hard work into that. And, like, they weren't even sure they were going to get the venue that we even did it at. But it was at, like, it was this place called the Crystal Ballroom, and it's kind of like a little bit of an older place. And we're upstairs on the 2nd floor, and there were a couple of times during that, oh, we're going to do this one because it's called Shisky, and that's just a cool word. I think that's, and Skoo. Skoo is also a cool word. What the fuck? Oh, I remember this one, dude. This one's freaking crazy. There's just spikes running up the whole thing. But yeah, dude, I didn't, like, they weren't sure they were even going to get the venue, and I actually kind of wish they would have picked a different one. Like, with the whole thing aside of the no air conditioning bullshit. But, like, during the Screamo band set, like, people were jumping up and down, and I was sitting on the couch because my feet were starting to hurt, and I was getting dehydrated. And I was just sitting there, like, watching the floor, and, the floor was just, like, it was like bouncing. Like, the floor was bouncing. It was kind of creepy. Dude, this one, like, this park is kind of weird. It's actually, Oh. It's actually like one continuous thing. You just kind of have to, yeah, see, you go down one side and you come up the other side. Now this is what it's like when worlds collide! Oh. Oh, I'm ready to go. Hey! But yeah, dude, the floor was just like... It was like... It looked like the floor was made out of water or something. It was something else. It was actually kind of freaking me out. I was like, dude... I even said something about it on Twitter. I was like, you know... There's a very good possibility that if this set keeps going on for too much longer and people keep bouncing up and down, the entire 90s theme party that's going on downstairs, like, we're gonna break through the floor and immediately kill everybody that's downstairs. So I hope that doesn't happen, but if it does, well, I might be making a statement in the newspaper. Another thing that I would love to see go away and never come back again are high-waisted shorts. I'm getting to the point where, like, that fad is pissing me off. Because, like, every single girl, it seems like, that is, you know, that's gotta stay hip with the new trends, dog. They all just have, like, this incessant need that they have to wear high-waisted shorts. Like, the amount of high-waisted shorts that were at that show was absolutely nauseating. And, like, I don't care who you are. Like, there are very few people in this world that can pull off high-waisted shorts and make it look good. Because I'm going to tell you right now, and maybe I'm being just a douchebag guy about this. Oh, whoop-de-doo! But most of the time, it doesn't make your ass look better. Okay? It makes you look like a fucking, like, middle-aged woman wearing a pair of shorts in, like, the mid-80s. Like, that's what it looks like. It doesn't make... It looks weird. Like, they look like weird mom jean pants, and I don't fucking like it. And I don't like the fact that they're up to your belly button. Like, it's awkward looking. Just fucking wear regular shorts. Like, if you... And, like, I feel like a lot of girls wear them because then they're, like, you know... They're not going as far down your thighs so that you can try to, you know, have your ass hanging out the bottom. But if you're going to do that, then just wear a pair of short shorts and have your ass hang out of them anyways. Then, you know, that's what that is. Wow, this is a weird thing. Oh, this is confusing. It's giving me a headache. You know what this park reminds me of? And I don't know how many people are going to get this reference, but... in the Gauntlet stage in San Francisco Rush 2049, there is a little segment that reminded me a lot of what we just went through there. It's like the spot where there's just weird stuff like that, where it's just kind of like uneven stuff on both sides going up and down the whole thing. But, I don't know, the only thing I don't like about some of the custom skate parks, like, I never liked doing the really narrow ones like this. That was one thing I was never a big fan of. I always liked to do the ones that were a little bit more proportional looking. Yeah, you know, whatever. So yeah, high-waisted shorts. It needs to go back to the 80s and never come back again. That's what I'm saying. Like, but there's an exception to the rule. Like, if you're a girl and you can pull that off, and it looks good, and doesn't look like you're wearing a pair of mom jeans from 1983, then more power to you. You can do that. But for every other girl, just stick to the yoga pants thing, for God's sakes. Either that or stick to short shorts. Because, hey, any guy that says that, you know, yoga pants on girls doesn't look good, well, there are times when it doesn't, but hey, you know. Tag Arena. Oh, yeah, I mean, this wouldn't be a great bonus episode if it wasn't for Nefaxib. Why the hell not? I'm down with Nefaxib. Alright, that's pretty good. We'll give it a try. I mean, we only have time for a couple more, maybe like one or two more of these, just because we're already pushing 20 minutes, but... Yeah, so, music festivals, you know. I mean, I wasn't really getting down with my bad self and, you know, gyrating and, you know, dancing and everywhere and stuff. By the way, it was a really weird, like, opening act for this thing. There was this girl, her name was Blossom. And she was actually pretty good. She was a really good singer. But probably the only time ever in the history of my life of going to, you know, concerts and shows and festivals and stuff, where you know, somebody that's performing has their, you know, other person that's on stage with them go out amongst the crowd and pass out little things of bubbles for people to blow, like, during your set. Like, she had the person go pass out a bunch of these little tiny things of bubbles, and we were just, like, blowing bubbles during her set, and it was so weird. And, like, they were just these little janky ones, so, like, they didn't stay in the air for longer than, like, a second. And so, like, it almost wasn't even worth it, really. Oh, that was weird. So, yeah, definitely at first there, but I think one of the highlights of that whole show was definitely the last people that went up, Nika and Kala, and that one guy that was just dancing his fucking soul out, dude. It was so funny. Like, at one point or another, everybody that was at that show made a comment about that guy. And if you go and check out my Instagram, hashtag shameless plug for myself, Foster AMF, blah 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 blah. I definitely posted a video where you can totally see that guy in the back, and I don't know, if you're trying to see a guy just jiving the hell out, then that is the place to be. All right, well, that was a good little run for that one. I think we'll have time for like 2 more parks. I think that'll be right around 25 minutes, and I think that'll be a viable end to this series. So that way I can start looking forward to another series of something else. We're actually getting pretty close to being done with Half-Life and GTA too, so I'm going to be starting up a whole shit ton of new things here. Alright, picnic at the pool. Boy, I wonder what that's all about. I'll bet you there's not any pools in there. Fong's Basement. Every time I remember Fong's Basement. Every time I go by that one, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to play that one because it sounds cool. It's actually really not that cool. Congested Raceway is pretty wild. Tag Maze is also pretty wild. Let's see. I wanted to do Pyramid Grind. That one looked pretty cool. And it's a pretty wacky one too. It's pretty much all rail based. So you just start up here, and then, you know, it's fairly straightforward. But I would love to try to see if I can go all the way around the outside of that, because that would be pretty sick if I did. So we'll try it real quick, just to see what happens. Because it's going to. Oh, I got a text message. I wonder who it could be. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, I don't need somebody sending me a text message saying yin yang in this thing. I'm not a fan of the Yin Yang Twins, and that's probably why he sent it to me, because he knows that I hate him. Okay, here we go. Yeah! Oh! Well, shit. That's not really what I was looking for. Alright, we're going all the way back up. Really quick, I'm going to change the song because I've already had copyright strikes because of that song, so we're just not going to let it happen. Hey! Oh, you're killing me with that stupid sign thing there, you little bastard. I'm going to get it. That's my only obstacle right now. Hey! There we go. Oh, no. Oh, man, that is a toughie. That is quite the toughie. Alright, well, we'll try the second one here, then. Real quick, like. Oh, come on. God, this is an absolute misfire so far. There we go. Okay, let's try it again here. I'm not going to fail this, despite the fact that I have totally already failed it numerous times. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Okay. And can we make it back up? Make it back up. Oh, no. Whoa. Ah! Oh, 115 Caduce, you know? 115 Caduce. That's what's up. Ooh. Alright, well, that was a pretty cool little level. Alright, we gotta make it count. This is the final one. This is the final park I'm going to choose. So we gotta make it worth the time. And I really hope I don't make a very bad choice, because this is going to set the tone for everything that we've ever done in the history of our lives. So what is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? The Milv Raceway is kind of cool. Down in the lab, cooking up some meth, motherfucking shit. I definitely always thought that, like, at first glance, it always, for some reason, looked like Poop Scooper, even though it's not even close, but it did, to me. Oh. Well. Might as well get a vert park out of the way. Actually, you know what? Nope. We're gonna do, to end it all, we're gonna do the congested raceway. Why the fuck not? Let's see what's up with it. Oh yeah, dude. Look at that. All vert, all the time. That's the good shit. I wish I would have kind of waited and saved the Pit of Death one for last, just because it was there. But even though the funny thing about that is, like, it was a quote-unquote pit of death, but there was more pits of death in that Shisky one that we did that just had them lined up the middle. So, I mean, which one's the real pit of death is what I ask you. Alright, here we go. Damn, dude, I really think I need to go and download some Styles of Beyond after this. Just like I went through a period of time in my life where I listened to a lot of them. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, damn it. I want to do a laser flip to Christ Air so bad. I'm going to do it. Alright. So we got to go right. Do that. Woo! God, dude. Imagine somebody doing that in real life. Would that not be the most, like, mind-blowing thing? Oh my god. Alongside doing that as well. That is something else that would probably make people lose their fucking minds in mass. Did I see a... Hold on a second. I don't know if I was just seeing things or not, but did that not look like an awesome transfer waiting to happen? Yeah, dude. Alright, here we go. Oh, yeah. Alright. Oh, boy. That's like... It was almost like a stall transfer that was... you know, supposed to be a thing. Alright. Man, that was crazy. Truly wild. Yeah. Haven't done any nose stalls since that Philadelphia level. I really kind of want to try to pull off that stall real quick, though. We'll try it one more time just to see if I can do it, and then we'll be good to go. Oh, boy. I don't think I've built up enough speed for it. Oh. Alright, we'll go one more time, go in the other direction, and then we shall call it good, because we're almost at 30 minutes. I can't get it. I just can't. No. Alright, we can't do it. Alright, my friends, well, shit. It has been quite the series, and it was fun to just kind of mess around and talk about weird, all-women-based music festivals where there's people that love guys and both totally loathe their existence. But, yeah, dude, it was cool. It was cool. I highly advise you go to a music festival someday if you have not been to one, because it's just fun. But my time with you has run out for now, but when we come back, I will be doing another series of something, and for all of you guys that watched, I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. So this is AMF1534 saying thank you guys, and I will see you later. Bye.